when it comes to broilers, first thing you have to know is we have different breeds of broilers. So in this video today, I'll be taking us on a tour to see the characteristics of these two broilers reared together. The aggregate, that is the Ross308 broilers, and the Arbor Plus broilers. The Ross308 broiler is gotten from the aggregate hatchery, while the Arbor Plus is gotten from the Vertex hatchery. So we are going to be running them to be, and we'll be comparing their growth rate, response to treatment, and a lot more. So join me as we begin this experiment. The first thing first, before the arrival of your birds, you have to make your brooder available, what we call pre-brooding. So the most important factor is the selection of the brooding area in the pen. After you have selected where you want to brood your birds, the next thing is for you to disinfect and fumigate the area and the equipment that you'll be using. The essence of disinfection and fumigation is to kill most of the disease-causing microorganisms in the poultry house before the arrival of the birds to avoid cross contamination. All equipment should be washed and disinfected as well before the birds arrive. The choice of the brooding medication is very important and vital because your birds depend on this for proper growth, maintenance, and resistance to sickness and diseases. The choice of the medication you are using will determine how they will build up at this starting point. So brooding is very important. You have to use a good medication to brood. Now we are using brooder to brood, and supplementation of brooder in broilers water increase body weight as well as meat yield and protect against deficiency and helps to reduce mortality at brooding stage. So that's why we use brooder. So one of the things you have to check out in choosing brooding medication is choose a brooding medication that suits what you want. Choose a brooding medication that has high amounts of multivitamin and has some probiotic that can help to prevent your birds from early mortality, and also it contains electrolyte to help to strengthen your birds at arrival. So there are choices you have to make when choosing medication for brooding, and this will go a long way, a long way by preventing early mortality and helping your birds to shape up well at the start of their life, called brooding. So you have to be very careful in choosing a good medication for brooding. Now the next thing we'll be doing is to place our birds in their brooder. But before placing them at their brooder, we want to pick out 10 birds per hatchery per breed for experiment. So these 10 birds, we are going to be numbering them and we are going to be checking their weight, so that by so doing, every day we'll be checking the weight gain of these birds based on their number, and that will help us to know how they are increasing by weight and how they are responding to treatment, and how they are faring in general. So we're going to be picking 10 aggregate. We'll number them 1 to 10, and we'll be checking their weight, and we'll number the number of the birds will be at the back so that we can trace it the following day. So we'll be checking the weight and we'll be seeing the progressive weight gain, daily progressive weight gain, and that will help us to know how they fare and how they increase weight wise. So we'll be doing that for the both aggregated and the vertex, that is Ross308 and the Arbor Plus. One thing about aggregated broilers that you need to know is that aggregated broilers are from Ross308, originated from grandparents of Ross308 in Scotland. So that is the claim of aggregate, that their parent stock is gotten from Scotland, from the parent stock of from Ross grandparent stock. Ross grandparent stock in Scotland, that is where aggregate is being originated from, according to the company. And meanwhile, Vertex are Arbor Plus, unlike aggregate that are Ross308. Vertex are Arbor Plus, and they have proven, or they say they are producing one of the best chicks. Now, all these things are written claims. We want to experiment now to see if in true life they will be able to give us what they claim, which of them will grow well in 6 weeks, which of them will be more resistant to sickness and diseases, which of them will give us more results, more meat yield, good feed conversion ratio, So this is the reason for this experiment. Putting the claims of each hatch aside, let's experiment and see what we are going to have. At the look of this, Agritech came in very small in weight compared to the Vertex. Agritech came in around 30 something 30 something gram per belt, while the Vertex most are approaching 40. So there's still a slightly difference in the arrival weight. They arrive the same day, the same time, and we'll be subjecting them to the same treatment. So these are the arrival weight of the 10 chosen Ross308 aggregate bursts. You can see 38, 36, 3, 39 like that. So now we'll be moving to vertex so that we'll check and pick out 10 vertex bursts. If you check the brooding house, you'll see that we'll partition the brooding house. So broilers will be on the side and vertex will be on the other side. They will be subjected to feed, medication, lightning, and the rest. So we'll be checking their daily weight gain like that. So this is one of the things that we're doing at this arrival, just to have track record of the arrival weight of our birds and to take a proper record of that. So this is it. We'll try to number them at the back to be able to recognize, okay, this one is number 1, number 2. So tomorrow we'll check it. Like currently today, the weight is 31.7 on arrival. By 24 hours later, which is by this time tomorrow when we check it, maybe we'll be seeing like 55.2 weight gain. The following day we might be seeing 60 something point something gram. So this is how we trace the weight gain and the feed conversion ratio of our bears based on the hatchery, based on the breed. So all these things have something to say about them. So we want to check majorly the weight gain of Ross308 and Arbor Acre Plus. So that is the major reason of this experiment. If you are yet to subscribe to my channel, use this opportunity to subscribe, click this video, like this video, share this video with other farmers as we proceed in this. Now when you place your birds in their brooder, those that are weak, you help them out to have access to water. This will help to prevent early birds mortality. So you try to locate those weak ones and try to place their beak in the water, let them have a taste of the water. So this will help you to reduce early birds mortality. So that is how you place your birds in their brooding room. So that being said, this is how you place your birds on arrival when they comes. And also, as I said, you try to provide good feeding for them. Use a super starter feed that contain at least 22% cool protein, and the feed is not an expired feed, because at this stage of their life they need high protein food and they also need care and attention. So you have to do this to give your birds a good start of their life. Now, you may want to ask, why do we sprinkle feed on the brooding paper on arrival? It is very, very ideal if you are using a brooding paper to brood your birds. On arrival, you sprinkle feed on the brooding paper to allow free access to feed by birds. The birds will have free access to feed anywhere they are. Remember, they are tired on arrival, they can't walk around to look for where the feeder is, and this will encourage them to feed at any point, anywhere they are in their house, any spot at all they are, they will have access to feed, and it will encourage growth uniformity. Remember, the force feeding the feed helps them a lot in growth. So this will encourage growth uniformity. And we'll talk of the brooding temperature. Your brooding temperature should be between 30 degrees to 35 degrees Celsius on day 1. If your temperature is below 29 degrees Celsius on day 2, then you need to increase the temperature. You need to find external source to increase the temperature, and your temperature should not be more than 35 degrees Celsius on day 1 brooding. So you can see now, this is the evening of the day of arrival. You can see they are all active now, standing up and moving around, still feeding on the ground, and some are feeding in the tray. So this is how it should be. Then after that, the one, you don't sprinkle feed on the ground for them again. You allow them to locate where the feeder is, because they are now strong and they are eating, drinking very well. So this is how the one arrival day went with our experimental birds. In next video, we are going to be weighing those birds that we pick, we mark again, to see their weight increment, the increase in weight for the first 24 hours. We'll be checking it on our next video. So if you know you watch this video, subscribe so that you get notification when we upload that, so that we check the weight gain for the first 24 hours. And you can see the evening, the temperature is so around 35 degrees Celsius, so we don't need to increase it. You have to take note of your temperature. Your brooding temperature should be above 29 degrees, and this will help your birds a lot in growth wise. So please, you have to be careful in brooding. Brooding temperature is very, very important. So hope to see you tomorrow for tomorrow's update. Have a nice day.